And the bigger problem out of all of this is you don't have to ever clear up how you voted. If you got to clear it up, baby, we already knew. That's the confirmation. The clearing of the up was the confirmation of who you voted for.
Of course, we all knew who you voted for. And you trying to defend yourself just makes you look more guilty. Hi, beautiful people. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thank you for stopping by, as always, for liking, sharing, for commenting. I see y'all's comments. I appreciate y'all. So, in today's video,
as a Latino, I've never been more embarrassed and more disappointed in the Latin community for even voting or thinking of voting for Trump.
Latino people, I need you front and center. I'm seeing a lot of you on my FYP and Beyonce's internet crying and boo-hoo talking about you wish you could take your vote back. You thought being racist to other Latino people and black people was gonna make you appear to be white. You are craving the attention of white people so bad, you are forgetting about your own people. It doesn't matter how light you are, you ain't white. I want you to take a moment and read the book, Defector, The Rise of the Latino Far Right and What It Means for America. All of this is happening because of your uneducated and misinformed vote.
Voting against your own self-interest is counterproductive. It's insane to me. Like, y'all don't make no sense. What's not clicking? And let's be very serious. Latinos voted for Trump because they want to be as close to whiteness as possible. It's because they are anti-black. It's because of the internalized racism. It's because of the pure out, not even internalized. It's for the outward racism. That's really mainly what it was. And let's not forget the misogyny of it all. Let's not forget that, because one thing a Latina woman is gonna do is gonna put her man, her son, and any male figure in the Latin community up on a pedestal with ease. And that's exactly what the Latino men thrive on. The women always putting them up on a pedestal. And that's really the sad part about it, because there is no reason why they should have been voting for Trump at all. I'm disappointed today, and I'm just so disappointed.
Back with another FAFO moment. Let's travel to Kentucky. There's a story coming out of Kentucky. It's saying, it's titled something like Teachers FAFO Moment in Kentucky. No, I'm sorry. Teachers who voted for Trump FAFO Moment in Kentucky. There's a school in Kentucky. I think the county it's called Bellman. I think it was a Bellman County that voted 80 to 84% for Trump. They did the story of how Trump is now, yeah, we know, biting them in the butt. Well, it looks like since Trump is announcing, Department of Education is next. He wants to do the same thing with the Department of Education as he did with reproductive rights. And we see what happened with that. The concern the teachers have, I think she's the principal who voted for Trump. The problem they have is that they're already extremely strapped for cash. Okay? She's already counting every half cent, not every cent, every half cent. With the new things coming down the pipe, especially with the dissolve of the Department of Education, their funding is gone. I think they said about 100, almost 100% of their funding for their school comes from the federal government. And if he does what he says he's going to do, not only will they not have enough money for books, supplies, they won't have anything to feed the children. And this is a high poverty district. A lot of people are struggling. They're saying a lot of times they know when the kids leave on Friday, they won't eat again till Monday. But if Trump has his way, they won't eat when they come back on that Monday. And the educator that voted for Trump, she said, when the reporter asked her, did you vote for this? No, I voted for America first, and a better life. See, he got you with that America first crap. And while you was over there just oohing and ahhing over America first and putting everybody else down and not worry about anybody else, and you just want to be worried about yourself and you want to be on this lonely island with America first, while you were taking all that through your mind, you left out that your own county, where you live, your home state, your home, where you work, was going to be hit one of the hardest. But America first, though, right? He put y'all first in line for poverty. He put y'all first in line to not even be able to operate your schools. And you voted for it, an educator. And Donald Trump said during his campaign that he was going to get rid of the Department of Education. He announced it, just like he announced he was going to, he was going to do the tax raise for the wealthy, like everything else he announced. He said he was going to get rid of the Department of Education, and you, who are directly affected by the Department of Education, you went right on and voted for him even after he said what he said. Now you want to sit up and say you didn't vote for that? Yes, you did. Stop lying. You voted for everything he said out on that campaign trail. Your vote says you did not disagree with him on one campaign promise. Because if you had an issue with what he's finna do with the Department of Education being an educator, you would have never voted for him. Why are you thinking about them little kids now? You should have been thinking about them little kids when you took your butt in that voting booth. It's too late. It's too late, and you have to look into those children's eyes who are not going to be able to even get a simple meal anymore, let alone an education. You have to look into their eyes knowing you did that. Any educator, I don't care if you're a teacher, a principal, a school administrator, I don't care. If you have anything to do with the department, with educating our children, and you voted for Donald Trump, you look yourself in the eye when you see these children suffering and hurting and being harmed. You look yourself in the eye and you be sure to say, I did that. You don't get to wash your hands and I say, oh, I didn't vote for that. Yes, you did. Yes, you did. Yes, you did. You're not going to be able to walk away from this. You're not going to be able to do your dirt and then hide your hands. No, you are a proud Trump supporter. Stand tall, 10 toes down, just like you did in that voting booth. But this time, do it in front of those children who are you going to see coming in there crying from hunger, if they're able to even come in there at all. Because that part of Kentucky, you guys got hurt real bad once the mining shut down or it wasn't as profitable. You are already teetering on complete destruction, poverty. Now, you guys have just pushed yourself into the abyss. You did it. You did this. Every hardship, every tear, every destroyed dream, you be sure to look in the mirror. You be sure to look in the mirror and say, I'm so proud of myself for what I did. I destroyed so many children's lives. I destroyed so many children's future. I feel so good. I can't wait to stand before my maker and let him know my part. That's what you be sure to do. Because whether you want to or not, you will be held accountable for what you did. Because he wouldn't be able to do what he's doing had you not went in there and voted for him. You need to apologize to those children and beg their forgiveness. They look to you. They looked to you to help them and be there for them and care for them. And then in one clip, I heard her say, I love you, I got your back. How? How you got their back when you voted for Donald Trump? It sounded good. I got your back. Baby, but when it came down to time for you to have them babies back, you stabbed them in their backs. You stabbed them in their backs when you pushed Donald Trump. You don't get it both ways. I hold you even more responsible because you know the effects this is going to have. You live this. You breathe this. You are an educator. You knew exactly how this was going to harm all those you have promised to protect and teach and nurture and guide. You don't get to wash your hands now. You don't get to do that. Donald Trump said it several times what he was going to do. And he mentioned several times getting rid of the Department of Education. He mentioned it several times. And yet and still, you going to walk in there and vote for him. Then you want to come out and say, oh, I didn't vote for that. Yes, you did. That's why I'm going to have to be really firm. And I'm going to stand on this because you guys have to get this through your thick skull. You did this. You don't get to vote and say, I didn't have nothing to do with it. Yes, you did. Yes, you did. You're going to have to own up to it. Just like y'all was celebrating the night of the election, I want you to keep that same energy while you telling them children they can't eat anymore. When you can't educate them anymore. When they can't come there anymore for silence. For sovereigns or just nurturing or just even human kindness. You be sure to tell them, I voted for Donald Trump. This is on me. Don't lie to them babies. You done lied enough.